Hey guys, Baz86 here, doing a chill and chat with the topic today of, or tonight, of nostalgic games. Games that you remember playing as a kid, things that you remember, memories, consoles you either used to own um, or game or consoles that you own today. So things that you own, consoles that you own today. I thought I'd kick this off because I I'm a believer. I have to admit I'm a believer in nostalgic games. I still enjoy playing them. I still own a lot of things. Hey Mystic mate, how's things, man? How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me just put it on there so that people can see your stream and things that you want to put up. While that's happening, I'm just going to share this stream out. If I can remember how to do that. Yeah, I can. I'll put it on. Just tell me if the. Oh wow. I mean, you could. I. The main topic is nostalgic game and console, but if you wanna go deeper into that, mate, by all means, go for it. If you wanna, you know, start the stream off with that, I don't mind. Bit bit deep and dark, but if you wanna go for it, go for it. But yeah, I'm just on a nostalgic path at the moment. I've got my PS2 sitting next to me. I was playing it earlier on, and I've been playing it. I was playing it yesterday, but taking a break from it now, and just been I collapsed while food shopping. But I love classic. Please, I know this stream's gonna take a while to get going, but by all means, mate, tell us your thoughts, uh, your memories, what your first console was, what your what your I'll put it in the stream actually. Hang on a sec. I'm so glad I got my Streamlabs working again. It's so nice to have it working. Just takes. Give me just a second. Where's that gone? Where's that gone? So. Oh, where did it go? That's fine. Yeah, you might see me messing about. I'm just sorting out stuff. God, it just like disappeared. Didn't ask for it to be that big. My first console was PlayStation 2, Spyro the Dragon. You know what, mate? I couldn't go back to playing that now. After playing the remastered version of that, I can't go back. It's just too it's too beautifully done. But it would be tough to go back now to play that game. But yeah, I do remember playing that. I definitely do remember playing that. I was gonna put in. I was gonna put in a topic list, like headlines, but it's just not coming up the way I want it to, which is a bit annoying. It's hard to add uh, text into this. What if I? No, I don't have it, so I can't do it. I'm just putting that there because it's not what I'm gonna. It's not what I'm gonna have, but it's what I'm gonna. I'm just gonna change it. Hang on. So we'll put in. So top, topic list. Topic list. One. I'll sort out the thing in a second. Also played GTA 3 on PlayStation 2. What a game! I only just recently, like, I actually never. I know Pete was saying that I played it. I played it. I never really actually played GTA 3. I've only, thanks to the GTA Definitive Edition, I was able to play it, but I never actually owned it. So I only got to play Vice City and I never actually got to play San Andreas either. Thanks to definitive edition on PS4, I'm getting to uh, enjoy San Andreas and GTA 3, but I never actually had those games to begin with. Memories of games, of retro games. This is probably going to go into the chat box, and I don't want it to. Let me just have a look. Yeah, let's just do that a sec. I'm going to have to keep changing the thing. Topic list. Old consoles. Three. Retro games. Three. Difficult levels you enjoy. Difficult levels. Let's just start with those three. So I'll just change the color. Change the color. I'll make it. Yep. Yep. Anybody else I can share this to? Can you hear me alright, by the way, Mystic? Just checking, man. Just checking. You can hear me okay. I don't want to put it on that. Live streams. Not me. There we go. GTA 3 on PS2. Console was N64. First game. Yeah, I'll just well, I'll type it rather than say it. But yeah, just waiting for this this chat to fill up to get it going. We'll see who we get in. It's nice not to it's nice not to be gaming for a change. We'll see who we get. Good old Super Mario 64. I think I remember it taking me probably a couple of months to complete. I always got stuck on certain levels. Like the snowy level. The snowy level. That took me a while to get through. What else? The clock tower, or the clock level. I never actually ever got 150 stars. You know, kudos to anyone who did get 150 stars on that game. I never got the full. I never got 100% completion, but I got past. Let's just say I managed to get the credits for the Super Mario game. I think I did. I can't remember. I got as many stars as I could get from that game. And then, what was my next game after that? I think once I got Super Mario, I then decided to get. I think I might have got Smash Brothers after that. When it came to old retro games, I never really knew what I was getting. I kind of just went to the shop. You know, you went down to the shop, you looked at what game was out, and you thought, maybe. I think that's how I came around Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I never quite knew what that game was about, nor did I know what I'd got myself into. I knew it was an adventure game, I think, but I wasn't sure, you know. I think I was told by somebody, "Oh, get this game, you'll like it." I didn't realise how I actually stopped playing Legend of Zelda because I couldn't get past the certain boss. So my a friend at the time was going to try to help me with it because I never knew how to get past it. And then once he never showed up. He never helped me out with it. And then I think as years went on, I ended up getting a completion book for the game because back then, instead of the internet, you would go off and you would find completion books to help you with certain levels, and it would tell you in writing how to complete the game. So I got one of those books, and it was a massive book. I mean, it had loads of pages, and I I would it was, you remember when you would get Lego and you would read like the packaging or how to assemble a certain like creation. I would read the little packets to help me follow along with what I'm making. I would do the same with Zelda. I would read the book, help get to the certain bit that I'm at, and then read how to get past it. And I would do that. But unfortunately, today, that book's no longer exists. Well, it does exist, but I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it's gone. But I still have the game. And my memory, yeah, it's alright, but there's some bits that I still don't remember how to get past. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this and get people's thoughts and chill and chat with my members, if there's any out there. But yeah, I remember GTA, blooming GTA, man. What a game. Remember playing the first GTA. I got GTA. I didn't play the first GTA, as in GTA 1. I played GTA 2. One day I hope to stream that. I probably, yeah, there's no doubt that I'll put a cheat code in. I still remember the cheat code for GTA 2. I think everyone who's ever played GTA 2 knows the cheat code for it off by heart. Um, but yeah, one of these days I hope to put that up and show that if possible. Actually, that reminds me, I don't actually know where the disc is. Hang on a sec, I'll be right back, people. Alright guys, back with you. Sorry about that. I was thinking in my head, where's my GTA 2 disc? And I thought I'd left it in the console itself, and then I realised when I saw it, actually no, I've put it away in a in a little slot. So I keep thinking that I've left a game somewhere, someplace. But yeah, I'll just wait until somebody comes in and starts chit chatting about, chit chatting away. So yeah, just got a multi-screen going on at the moment. Just looking at whatever other people are doing. I was listening to some old soundtrack music from some of the games I used to play. Obviously Sonic, a bit of Mario, bit of Zelda, bit of GTA music, and all that sort of stuff. Collapse while food shopping. Jesus, Mystic, mate. Used to think about wearing a hat, or just take breaks out of the sun. Even though he's food shopping, he must have been running around and still quite warm while being in the heat. It's definitely been quite warm these last couple of weeks. In answer to that third one, difficult levels I remember. Difficult levels. I remember the water level in Super Mario Land. I wish I could put up the music of that, but I can't. I'll get CC'd for that. I know it. Then I let's see, difficult levels as well. What else can I remember? There was the last levels of Zelda were pretty difficult. I can't remember what they were. I remember how you had to rely on the oregano a lot. Well, obviously that was the focus point of Zelda, but I didn't realise how much you had to use it to get around places. You had to do a lot of backtracking in the Zelda game. I think that's really what got me started on platforming. Super Mario and Zelda really got me started on platforming games. And then when I moved over to PlayStation 1, I got into fighting games. Not really thanks to Smash Brothers, but thanks to Tekken. I still to this day do not really remember how the heck I got hold of Tekken 1. I don't know how I got hold of Tekken 1. Even though, I seem to not enjoy Tekken 1 as much as I did or do Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 and so on. But with all these with all these, you know, franchises of games and stuff, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And everything's got a one to it. Like every game in a series or a sequel has got a one to it. Example, Sniper Elite. It had a one. There is a Sniper Elite 1 out there. Nobody remembers it, but it exists. What else? Super Smash Brothers 1 started on the N64. Now it's bigger and huger than ever. Mario Tennis started out on the N64. Now it's, you know, there's a number of sequences. Mario Kart started out on the N64. Look where it is now. Crash Bandicoot. It's on its 4th, but it started off on the PlayStation back in 1990, something crazy like that. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is an open chat. If anyone wants to jump in and start chit-chatting away. Because I had a brain spark. I was like, well, maybe I'll just, instead of gaming for a change, I'll just put up a chat, start and just see what, you know, see if I can get some people in here talking about their retro games, talking about their consoles, that sort of stuff. I always remember going from console to console. Like, when I got the N64, I always thought I'll always stick with the N64. I'll never be able to get anything other than that. Then when I got my PlayStation 1, I thought, well, I'm never gonna get the PlayStation 2. Even if is there ever going to be a PlayStation 2? So I got my PlayStation 1 and I just thought, well, just enjoy the most I can out of this. And then I got a PS2, I'm like, whoa, I got a PS2. And then I, of course, loaded it with games and loaded my memory cards with stuff of games that I played. And, you know, got the most out of the PS2. And then PS3 was announced, like, wow, I'll never get a PS3, it's just not gonna happen. And then I get a PS3 and I'm like, whoa, I got a PS3. Did exactly the same thing. And the sort of the sort of genre of games that I'd go through were always the same. In the sense of, I'd go fighting games, sport games, driving games, simulation games, and platforming games and shooting games. So I continue that sort of genre of games throughout each console that I got. And with the PS4, when the PS4 was announced, after I'd kept that same theory of games with each console, when I came to the PS4, I was like, alright, I'm going to start a brand new, you know, system. I'm going to start a brand new genre of games, and unfortunately I never really did. I still stuck with that. I still went back to my old roots with platforming, shooting, fighting, that sort of stuff. But you just can't get away from them. You still enjoy them, still play them. dragon. I just getting that flashback of the old style Spyro, and how all I can remember is that Eggman looking weird thief guy going na 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 na. I never completed the original Spyro, and I kept at it when I did the remaster. I kept at it because I just thought, well, I never actually completed Spyro. We might as well just continue and go for it and see how I can, if I can complete Spyro. And I think I completed as much as I could of Spyro. I never actually did 100% of it, because to get to actually complete Spyro, you have to do the whole 100% of the game. So you have to get all the gems in every level. You have to get all these certain things like trophies and lives and all this sort of stuff to open up stuff to advance and get to the main area, or to get to the end credits. But I completed Spyro 2, if it was Spyro 2, and then Spyro 3. Yeah, back then I only remember one Spyro, and that was Spyro the Dragon. I don't remember anything else like that. But I remember grabbing the first GT, Gran Turismo. I remember grabbing that. And I always thinking, wow, this is great. This is awesome. I'm in a car simulation driving, going at speeds I can't control, in a car that I don't hardly know about. But yeah, it's a fast car. And now looking back at it, wow, how predated it is now with GT7. How much it's come along, even though the origin of the game has never changed. It's still, the graphics have just got better and better and better as the game's progressed. Same with GTA. I mean, look how big that game is today. Yeah, I'd love to think somebody would come in here. I know Mystic's been and gone, but wouldn't mind somebody coming in and having a chat. Hey Ricky, hey buddy, long time no speak. How's things, man? Haven't talked to you in a while, buddy. How's things going? Also, just answer the topic list. As you can see, you got memories of retro games, old consoles. Been doing well. Tankers. Awesome. Just answer the 3 questions you see there, man. Weather has been catching me off. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Same here, man. It's been nice, but it's been too hot. If you're just making a flying visit, Ricky, just please answer the 3 topics that you see. I think your stream delay is too long. How do I sort that out? How do I go about sorting that out, Ricky? Wouldn't mind a little update on how to do that. Always has to be Chemical Plant Zone from Sonic. What, the Act 1 or Act 2? Well, the boss was always easy. I always remember that. The boss was always easy on Chemical Plant Zone. You're talking about Sonic 2, I think. I think you're talking about Sonic 2. Yeah, you are talking about Sonic 2. How would I go about sorting out my stream delay? I'll show you later if you like. You can't change stream delay setting while streaming. Yeah, that makes sense. Cheers, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Sonic 2. What consoles have you owned? Or what consoles have you had in the past? What was your first console and what was your first game that you owned as a kid? I own the PS1, PS2, Sega Mega Drive, Xbox 360. Oh, you didn't own the first Xbox. You missed that one out and went straight to the 360. Okay. Good old Sega Mega Drive. I think the Sega Mega Drive will always be known as the console that you always had someone come round, as in you always had a friend to come round and play it with you. My first console was the PS1 with copies of Tomb Raider and Tom and Jerry House Trap, a game I played relentlessly as a child. I don't remember Tom and Jerry House Trap, but I do remember the original Tomb Raiders. Yeah, the latest Tomb Raiders don't have anything on the original Tomb Raiders. The original Tomb Raiders were really difficult. Nah, although my old volunteering job had an OG Xbox. Did you ever get a chance to go on it or not? That OG Xbox? Or did you just get to see it? Later it would be the Sims games to play. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I own those today. The Sims games. Good old. Did you start? Here's a question for you, Ricky. Did you start off on PC with the Sims, or did you first encounter the Sims on PlayStation? I did get on it. I hosted a gaming night there. Awesome, man. Pretty sweet that. Pretty sweet that, man. I really am appreciative of you being in the stream, Ricky. Thank you, mate. Good old Sims. Sims was the type of game you just disappeared life on. You know, you just real life just decide to just you would go. It's true what they said about The Sims. You would go hours, days, weeks, months on end with playing it, and you'd always rush home to get on your Sims game. I encountered The Sims on PC first, came across it at my cousin's house. Then a family friend helped install it on my machine. Yeah, I think it was a similar sort of story for me too. Then after my computer broke, I collected the entire Sims 2 Hello Kex on disc. I still have them. That was where I stopped. I played The Sims 1 and I played that on PC, but I never originally owned the first Sims. I originally owned the Sims expansion pack, so I got the Sims game off a friend, but he lended me. Basically, I borrowed the disc to install it and then gave it back to him. So I didn't have to have. So once it was on my computer, I never needed the disc. So I just gave it. Obviously, I would give it back because it is his. But then I just loaded up the expansion packs, because back then the expansion pack discs, the one that you installed, was all that you needed to play the Sims game. Any other previous Sims just stayed installed on, so you didn't need those discs anymore. So I think I played Unleashed, Superstar, and Making Magic and Pets. Yeah, no, sorry, Unleashed was Pets, Superstar, and Making Magic. And then, thanks to the fact EA doesn't offer it for sale anymore, pirating The Sims 2 is really easy. Yeah, I never got into The Sims 2. That was a whole Sims I just missed out on, but I wasn't really bothered, because then the love for Sims came back into my life with The Sims 3, and I loved playing The Sims 3. I loved it so much, in fact, that I got every expansion pack with The Sims 3 you could think of. I have, except some that I missed out because they were either stuff packs or expansion packs that didn't really change the game much. But the ones that did, I have, when it comes to The Sims 3. But yeah, like I said, The Sims 2 for me that was kind of a whole era of gaming I just missed out on, but I was never interested in it. I love Sims 2. To be honest, I actually love The Sims as a whole. I have most of the Java mobile library installed on an old Sony Ericsson phone I got. The Sims is mate, it's absolutely massive, and you know it will continue to be. I don't think they'll ever stop making it. I hope The Sims 5 is going to be massive. That might get me back into The Sims again. Possibly. Here's hoping. I mean, I'm hoping big things for The Sims 5, but we all, the Sims lovers and the Sims community know that The Sims 5, if it was to come out tomorrow, it's not ready. It's definitely not ready yet. But yeah, I think the first thing I ever did on, as all sim lovers will say, the first thing you do when you first grab the Sims was make yourself. You make yourself, you plop yourself in there, and then you just live out your life as a sim, and that's what you do. That and now I now have two original Game Boys. Family friends sold them both for £30. I then got a GBA, a Game Boy Advanced with a few games. When it comes to memories of retro games, where do I start? Did you ever play RuneScape? That was a crazy game. I never got it. I started like the tutorial of RuneScape, but then I never really got into the game after that. But that was kind of something I was told to play. Also, Prince of Persia. That was a school game I got into. Was the original Prince of Persia. Like that was the sort of game that all my friends at the time were all kind of like, have you got past this level? Have you managed to get the sword yet? Have you managed to kill the boss yet? Have you managed to do this? Managed to do that? Well, no. And yeah, The Sims is fun. You can essentially do anything. I like being able to bounce between the classic Sims 1 and then 2 and then 3. And don't unfold. Ever playing Rune? No. Okay. Yeah, but for a Sims lover like you, Ricky, I'm pretty sure going back to The Sims 1 is quite hard to do. That's what I've heard from, other sim community. I've heard that it's harder to go back to Sims 1, knowing how difficult it is to keep your Sims alive when you're in The Sims 1 than it is playing Sims 2 and 3. But I guess that's the same with all type of games. Heard about it. What was the first game you completed, Ricky? As in, what was the first game that you owned that you took your time, effort, and everything else to complete? Not 100% complete, but complete as in you got the credits. Let's put it that way. Let's say you were able to complete a game that you saw the credits. Used to be, I seem to adapt quite well, although I prefer to play games windowed, and you can't really do that with S1. Seems too tiny. So yeah, my question to you is, what game did you first complete? Oof, that's hard. I am really bad for starting and not finishing stuff. Come on, there's always that one game. There's always that one game that you put your time and effort in to complete. There's got to be. There's always that one game that you go, oh my god, I've completed this. It's taken me X amount of time, and I finally got to the credits, and here it is. There must have been a game that you've managed to do that on. I think mine was I completed House House Trap after about 15 years. Did it on stream. That and Sims 2 Castaway. I'm trying to think trying to think about what the answer to my own question is to myself. What was the first game I completed? Oh, yeah, I know. Star Fox. Star Fox for N64. When I first completed that, I was like, wow, that was a adventure, and that was a mission in itself, just completing Star Fox. Because back then, Star Fox was very, very difficult for me to play because I'd never played a game like that before. So for me to complete it was a big achievement. I'm almost finished Murdered Soul Suspect on my channel. Oh, what an awesome game that is, Murdered Soul Suspect. I played that with my wife. Me and her played that, and I was helping her through it, but I always hated I liked it, but I hated it in the sense of the demons. I was never a fan of the demons. And I successfully completed some Game Jolt itch games. Okay. Never heard of Game Jolt. Oh yeah, Star Fox. I remember seeing Let's Plays of that. Yeah, I never knew until recently there was 2 endings. I never knew there was 2 endings to Star Fox. I always did back when I was a kid, I did the easy path of Star Fox and got the easy ending. I didn't realise that there was a advanced ending until just recently. But yeah, that was a big achievement for me. Hello to the 3 people watching. Big shout out to all of you. Please, if you're just coming into the stream, please look at the topic list and answer the 1, 2 and 3 topics that you see and put them in the stream and let me know. Please join the discussion. I was actually reminiscing about old games I used to play, funny enough. I remember playing games on my Skybox as a kid. Didn't even know if such a thing as a Skybox exists. I guess now you mention it, it must do. A Skybox must be out there. On console, like I said, my first console was an N64 and Super Mario 64, but that wasn't the actual first console I owned. The first handheld console was a Game Boy, and of course the first game on it was Tetris. Yeah, I was a Tetris fan. Tetris, Super Mario Land, and what else? And when Pokemon came out. Wait, you haven't heard of? I've heard of Sky. Obviously I've heard of Sky. I just don't remember it being. I didn't know you could play games on your Skybox. I don't remember playing games on the Skybox. Obviously I've heard of Sky, of course. But yeah, I remember my handheld consoles were Game Boy, Sega Game Gear. I remember having a Sega Game Gear and playing my first ever Sonic game, which was Sonic Triple Trouble. Remember Sonic Triple Trouble? I played that. That was my first experience of a Sonic game. And then I had the normal Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. And I always remember the Game Boy Color being huge in the sense of it being very, very popular when Color was like first announced in Game Boy. Like you used to play Game Boy Black and White, and then when Color came, it was like, whoa, you know, mind blowing stuff that you could see your game in color. There's archived playthroughs of these games on YouTube. Okay. I remember my wife saying her first console was the what was it? I think she said it was the Atari. I want to complete Ed Netty Misadventure. Ed Netty. Yeah, I remember those adventures. I don't remember the game, but I remember the cartoon. I don't know, Eddie. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I definitely remember handheld consoles. Definitely remember those. They were pretty sweet to play. Yeah, I can see how the transition from 4 shades of green to 60 plus colours would have been a jump to experience. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah. Like I said, it was mind blowing at the time. Especially when Mario Tennis came onto the Game Boy Color and everyone could play Mario Tennis on the Game Boy. That was huge. I remember that. I remember going on school trips with taking. You'd always have your Game Boy with you, and before you went on these school trips, you'd be picking out which games to take with you, and then if a kid or your friend or something saw a game that they liked, you would be kind of weary about like trading the game or showing them or having them experience the game too. There was all this sort of trading stuff and everything. Trouble with the classic Game Boy is you need to have a good light behind you. Oh yeah, but you would get There was a what was it? There was a I remember the little add-on stuff you could do with your Game Boy. You got a little add-on light. You would connect it to your not to your laptop. You connect it to your Game Boy and you flip the light up and you have extra light. That's the main reason why the Nintendo Switch is an unpowered spec-wise as it is battery powered. That and Big N keeping their costs low. But for battery power at the time, it did its job as a handheld machine. Yeah, I think battery power would, depending on the game, would last a day and a half. Something crazy like that. But most of the time, what I think people would do is they would plug their charger in and just play their Game Boy off the charger and then never have to worry about ever having low battery. That was also a thing. I think that was where it first came from. It first came from doing that with your Game Boys, and now everything now you just plug it into the mains and just play it off like your phone or something like that, or even your pads. You just plug them in and you just play them off there until the battery blows up. And we've just reached the hour mark on this stream, everyone. Shame I never had to experience that. My first handheld was the DS. And so much that you missed, Ricky. So much that you missed before the DS. Played it until it broke, owned it for a decade and a half. I never. That was again. You experienced the DS. I never experienced DS. My Nintendo history stopped after the Nintendo 64. I never owned a Super. I never even knew a Super Nintendo existed. I never knew if Super Nintendo existed. I never knew the original Nintendo existed. I only knew about Nintendo through obviously Game Boy, the Nintendo Game Boy, and then the Nintendo 64. After that, I never touched anything to do with Nintendo after that. Didn't touch a DS, didn't touch a Switch, didn't touch the Nintendo Wii. I didn't touch anything to do with Nintendo after that. I don't know why. I just didn't. I was solely a Sony gamer or a Sony owner. Everything was PlayStation after that. Super Nintendo fame before Nintendo 64, then the GameCube and Wii, and then Wii U. Yeah, I never touched those consoles after Nintendo 64. Never touched the GameCube or the Wii or the Wii U. And I've never played. Are you more a PS kid? Yeah. As I was saying earlier to myself, I was always when I had a PlayStation, I got my PlayStation from America, so it was a huge thing that I was able to get games every time I went to America to get these games for my PlayStation. Then when the PS2 was announced, I was like, I'm never, as a kid, it's like, I never thought I was going to get the PlayStation 2 or the PS2. I never thought I was going to get it, and then I got it. I was like, whoa, this is massive. I've got a PS2 in my hands. Then I got games for it, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Look at the graphics. Look at how I'm playing it. It's great. Then the PS3 was announced. I was like, whoa, the PS3's announced. I don't think I'll ever get it. I won't ever get a PS3. And then I got the PS3. I'm like, whoa, this is mad. I've got a PS3 in my hands. It's right here next to me. And I'm playing away on the PS3 and like getting games for it as well and everything. And then the PS4 was announced. Like, I'm never going to get a PS4. It's never going to happen. And then my wife got me the PS4 and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Look how great this is. And then I got a PS4, and now I'm thinking, the PS5, I'll never get a PS5. It's never going to happen. And then probably one day I'm going to go, whoa, this is the PS5. How crazy is this? And then I'll be streaming PS5 games. I'll be like, whoa, these graphics are immense. It's just one of those things that I never thought as a kid I would get the next console. As I say, PS1, PS2 are what I owned. Then I jumped to the Xbox One and then obtained an X360 later to play older games. This was before MS introduced. This was before Microsoft introduced backwards compatibility. Yeah, we never thought backwards compatibility would ever be a thing. And now we're thankful that we can, that streamers and people and YouTube streamers can stream old games that we grew up with. I I love, I love the fact that I've got this capture card that I can stream old games that I grew up playing. I was blown away that I can enjoy the game and people can put their thoughts and memories to it as well. Yeah, but when it came to games, it was always from what I'd heard from other people. Like, oh, this game is great, you should get it. Oh, this game is good. I will say, even though emulation exists, nothing beats playing on. Exactly, mate. Exactly. I know. I mean, I know there's um, em- emulation out there. I know it exists and it's a thing, but you just can't beat if your old consoles still work today, then you just can't beat getting them out of the safe closet or whatever you want to call it, wherever they're safely stored. You bring them out, they still work, and you're like, whoa, these games are crazy. And by golly, do I have enough OG hardware. Nothing wrong with OG hardware, man. It makes you realise how much gaming has come. You know how big it was from playing. Like, I never actually played the first ever Mario game. I never played that sort of game, but I was like on the going to the old arcade machines and playing on there. Like, I think I touched it on it briefly, like the arcade machines, like Space Invaders and Pac-Man and all that sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, they existed and I played on them, but I never really got into them that much. I have an old Mac computer as well as an old Toshiba. I could talk on that thing for hours. Actually, wow, you just made me think. The first football game I ever played, the old football game I mentioned this in one of my streams. The first ever football game I ever played was FIFA 96. FIFA 96 on a Windows 98 desktop computer. Man, on a Windows 98 desktop computer, the first game my dad and me, the first game my dad ever saw me play was FIFA 96. Yeah, that was the first football game I ever played. Wow, that brings back some memories. I could talk on that thing for hours. And I had a Toshiba. Yeah, I had a Toshiba laptop too. I never went down the Mac route though. I never had a Mac computer. I always stuck with Windows. I never had an Apple Mac or anything like that. FIFA is a scam. It's the same. And the amount of times I've heard somebody say that FIFA is a scam. It's the same game every year with a coat of paint, and as time is told, not even a coat of paint. Yeah, you're right there, mate. There's no not agreeing with you. I'm definitely 100% agreeing with you on that. There's no doubt about it. But we get suckered into it every year. We do. We get suckered into it each time. This time I didn't get sucked in by price. I just got it because it was completely free on the PS Plus. I got FIFA 22 free through the PS Plus, so I just went, what the hell? But I'm not going to get suckered into FIFA 23. There's no way. Coming from someone who doesn't even play football games either. That and COD. Oh, yeah. You're talking to someone who doesn't even play COD. I've never really enjoyed them. I've never enjoyed COD games. Although Team Fortress 2 is always fun. Never played that, Ricky. Never played that. But yes, I'll definitely agree with you there about COD being a scam and FIFA being a scam. They're both scams. Probably not the type of game for me, mate. Team Fortress. Probably not. If it's anything like Apex Legends or Fortnite, then nah. You just need a Steam account and a PC that handles it well, which isn't really a worry for modern machines. This is a game. It's a game from the late 2000s. Well, I do have a Steam account. I have a gaming PC, which I'm using at the moment, but I just don't have the best internet. That's probably what lets me down at the moment. Is my internet. I think it's one of those games you need to try out or watch someone play to see if you would enjoy it. Not all FPS games are the same. Don't worry, I know what FPS stands for. don't need to tell me what FPS means. I know what it means. I'm not too old. I know what FPS means. But yeah, I would say if you can, give it a go. Alright, mate. I'll check it out sometime on Steam. There's nothing a lot to lose with it. thinking of finishing up the stream, Ricky. Just before I do that, can you just go through stream delay for me, mate? Just while I've got you, in the stream. How do I sort out stream delay? I do. Remember, I don't know what's actually going on. I don't actually know what's going on with my streams until actually somebody tells me. So I'm never really sure. TF2 is probably the only FPS game I would play. Tried Overwatch, didn't really get into it, and Fortnite can. Yeah, totally agree with you with that, man. I could join you in a voice call on Discord if you like. Doing my best to really stay awake, to be honest, Ricky. if I'm being totally honest with you. If you are a part of my Discord, you can just put it in the general chat or one of the hashtags that I've got on my Discord server, and you just put it in one of them and just tell me on there if you have the time. I'm starting to honestly starting to drop to sleep. I'm not that this is boring, it's late and I've got to get up in the morning, so I haven't been sleeping very well recently because of the heat. I don't know if you've had the same issue. This has been taking me a long time to get to sleep. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. Fortnite can go and F off. Right, I'll send you a how to on DMS. Cheers, mate. That'll be much appreciated. Thank you for that, Ricky. Yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, Ricky, if there's any other tips or anything in the with this stream that I'm doing wrong, please let me know, or just put it in the DMS, and I'll certainly do it. Anything to improve streaming quality or streaming stuff would be definitely appreciative. No problem. Hope you have a good night tonight. I'm hoping to, mate. Hoping to sleep well. You too, though. You too, Ricky, mate. Take it easy, buddy. Thank you again. Much appreciative for you being in this stream, mate. Been really nice catching up and chatting and stuff. Cheers, Ricky. Cheers, Ricky, mate. Thank you, man. Right, I'm going to end the stream now and try to sort out this stream delay. So, thank you for being here, Ricky. Thank you for Mystic as well for jumping in earlier on. Cheers for chilling out with me and chatting away. Nice to go down nostalgic lane for a little bit. Take it easy, Ricky. See you next time, man. Thank you again for being part of the stream. See you later, mate.